Sunscreen sprays are not facial mists. Just stop using them like one. Namaste and welcome back to my channel. Recently, a newly launched product by Wow Skin Science caught my eye. I'm talking about their SPF 50 sunscreen spray, which for some weird reason is sold out everywhere. My theory is that they don't want to ship out the product anywhere right now because of a major mistake they've done on their packaging. Actually, there's a section on their outer packaging where they describe what is UVA, what is UVB, and they have somehow managed to interchange the descriptions of both. But that is just my theory. As I was following their promotions closely, I also came across this 30-35 second YouTube video where they show how to use this sunscreen spray, and I was appalled at how wrong their directions for usage are. Then I started doing a little more research and I saw a lot of YouTubers use generally sunscreen sprays in a very wrong way. And I did let a few of those YouTubers know what they were doing was wrong. Some of them appreciated it, some did not. With that backstory, let's get to today's video. Today's video is a few do's and don'ts about how to use a sunscreen spray. And since the Wow Skin Science SPF 50 sunscreen spray was sold out everywhere, I got my hands on another one. I bought the Blossom Culture Aroma Magic Sunlight Spray. I have actually talked about the tube version of this sunscreen in my previous videos. If you haven't checked out those videos about sunscreens, they are very detailed and informative. Do check it out. Just a disclaimer for everybody. The following guidelines and information has been adopted from the American Association of Dermatology. Point number 1. The strength of SPF to choose remains the same no matter what kind of sunscreen. Whether it comes in a lotion form or a cream form or a stick form or a spray form. So a broad spectrum sunscreen with an SPF of at least 30 is recommended for everybody. Point number 2. Hold the nozzle close to your skin and spray generously. With sunscreen gels and lotions and creams, it's always easy to know how much sunscreen you're actually applying. You can always follow the teaspoon rule for easy application. But when using a sunscreen spray, the delivery of sunscreen is rather unpredictable and difficult to estimate. So a helpful tip is to spray till your skin starts to glisten, which means that when you start seeing an evenish layer of sunscreen on your skin, that is when you can stop. Another rough estimate would be that a 30 ml bottle of sunscreen would last you 6 applications if you're using it all over your body. Number 3. Rub it in thoroughly. Some brands and some people suggest that you don't need to rub in the sunscreen spray and you can just dab it into your skin. Dabbing does not distribute the sunscreen well enough, and so it is essential that you rub it in thoroughly so that you do not miss any spots. Number 4, and probably the most important one, never spray sunscreens directly on your face. No matter how transparent a sunscreen looks or how water-like it is, never spray it directly on your face. Even if the brand suggests you to do it, do not do it. Spraying the sunscreen directly on your face risks you inhaling the sunscreen. Many ingredients in sunscreens which are safe enough to be used on the skin can cause irritation to the lung when inhaled. It can irritate your respiratory tract and can cause something as minor as a bout of cough to something much more serious in the long run, such as cancer. In fact, a very commonly used physical sunscreening agent called titanium dioxide is known to irritate the lung when inhaled. So to apply a sunscreen spray on your face, always spray the sunscreen into your hands first and then use it on your face. But for the rest of the body, a sunscreen spray can be applied directly to skin. Number 5. Avoid using sunscreen sprays on a windy day. It's just common sense. it is more difficult to apply a sunscreen spray on a windy day. And apart from that, it also increases the chances of one accidentally inhaling it. Number 6 and the last one, never apply sunscreen sprays near heat or open flame or even when smoking. This might seem unnecessary or strange, but sunscreens can be flammable, especially if they are in a pressurized aerosol can. In fact, the American Association of Dermatology recommends to ensure that your sunscreen is thoroughly rubbed in and dried before you even approach a fire or an open flame. All other instructions for how to use a sunscreen apply for a sunscreen spray as well. And you can watch my other videos on sunscreens for more information. So that was a short video on how to use sunscreen sprays. I hope this helps you. People think that using a sunscreen spray is more convenient and less messy as compared to using a cream or a lotion. But frankly, I still prefer a cream or lotion based sunscreen, only because I know how much sunscreen I'm applying when I'm using one of those forms. But it's a personal choice. If used correctly, a sunscreen spray is as good as any other form. If you learned something from this video, please give it a thumbs up and do leave a comment in the comment section. I'll be back really soon with another video. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy.